World 1 YouTube channel. Chapter 227 Morosa's Food. 6th of Volume 6. After the transformation of the Mo Yu Qingyan bloodline, the divine body still needs to transform and grow. During his retreat, the Daohe sect also started the largest recruitment of disciples since its establishment. The disciple selection was held simultaneously in each of the 155 large cities in the Chaos State under the leadership of the Daohe sect. As long as you pass the preliminary selection, you can become an ordinary disciple of Daohe sect. After that, these disciples will be sent to Huyang City together and undergo more rigorous screening at the sect headquarters to select more elite core disciples. Only the core disciples are qualified to practice at the Huyang City headquarters. A large number of ordinary disciples practices in branches. On top of these core disciples, a very small number of dazzling geniuses will be screened out, who are expected to become apprentices of the sect master, Lord King Luohe, and become named disciples under the throne of God King Luohe. As for the direct disciples of King Luohe, it all depends on chance. Since the establishment of the Daohe sect, God King Luohe has a total of 2 direct disciples. One is the first senior brother Mo Yu Qingyan, who followed the God King when he was in the eternal true God stage. The other is Xin Yu, the second senior brother who was selected when the Daohe sect was first established. Daohe sect, the main hall of the sect headquarters. The sect leader Luo Feng sat high in the main hall, with Yuan, Morosa, Xin Yu and God King Lu Yu sitting on the left and right sides respectively. Divine King Lu Yu is now the guest minister of Daohe sect. There are a total of 32 registered disciples in the main hall. These registered disciples should be the top leaders of the entire sect. Each named disciple has great power and is responsible for many affairs of the sect. Qingyan. Luo Feng sat high in the main hall and looked at his eldest disciple with a smile. Mo Yu Qingyan was very excited. The master is too powerful and the disciples are under great pressure. Especially a large group of extremely talented registered disciples. All of them wants to succeed second senior brother Xin Yu to the Chaos Realm. One can imagine the pressure that senior brother Mo Yu Qingyan is under within the sect. From today on, you are the 4th elder of our Daohe sect. You will be given a set of secret treasures, tens of billions of cosmic sand, and 10 treasures to assist in practice. Luo Feng smiled and waved his hand. Along with these treasures, Mo Yu Qingyan was also given a set of top-quality weapons from the Chaos Realm. Secret treasure, 1 cyan jade bottle and 1 black jade bottle. Cyan meaning greenish-blue color. The treasures given to the first and second disciples were of equal value, but of different types. The second disciple, Xin Yu, was given to assist in his cultivation. Xin Yu had great potential and was expected to become a God King. What was given to the eldest disciple, Mo Yu Qingyan, was to enhance his strength and protect his body. After all, as his bloodline path reached the realm of chaos, Luo Feng no longer expected him to become a God King. Thank you, Master. Mo Yu Qingyan accepted it respectfully. Master is still stingy. What he gave to Qingyan and Xin Yu are both of equal value. Morosa sat aside and watched, thinking. The treasures I gave to Qingyan are much more than the master. Now Morosa and Yuan were in charge of the core of the 155 territories controlled by Daohe sect. Naturally, the two of them also shared many resource benefits. The resources they received were no less than those of the God Kings before Shiguo. Luo Feng treats his disciples equally. Morosa, however, is completely partial to Moyu Qingyan. Congratulations, senior brother. Senior brother. When the celebration ended, all the named disciples came to congratulate Moyu Qingyan. They all knew that senior brother was still different in the eyes of the sect's senior leaders. After all, he followed the master too early. After the celebration ended, Morosa also looked for Luo Feng. Master, the food is gone. Morosa looked at Luo Feng. When there will be some powerful food, I also want to break through as soon as possible. How can it be so easy to find powerful food? Luo Feng said with a smile. I'm here to find a way. Morosa nodded obediently. He is also eager to go further and completely reach the ultimate state. Then he can act quietly. As for now, according to Luo Feng's instructions, it is absolutely forbidden to use the power of world beasts in the outside world before reaching the ultimate realm. You are still too weak now, and once exposed, you will be in great trouble. Luo Feng said. After you break through, we can do a lot of things. The ultimate state of mastering a complete Tao, the means are comparable to those of emperors and monarchs but much more mysterious. For example, in terms of isolating cause and effect, the perfect path can perfectly isolate cause and effect. When the time comes to do things on your own, it will become 100 times more difficult for the two ancient countries to detect traces. Hide, escape, curse to kill, and cooperate with the enemy. In every aspect, Morosa can help him. I have been enduring it since I came to the origin continent. Morosa said. Ha ha. Luo Feng smiled. Samsara building. After Luo Feng took over the territory of Food Kingdom, it was the first gathering in Samsara building. Ha ha, Luo He's talent is really amazing. Now in our Reincarnation building, Luo He's strength is second only to Fengdu and the Earth God King. Lord Dazizi smiled. Queen Fengdu sat there, smiling and saying nothing. When Luo Feng won at Chaos Realm, she took the initiative to invite him, and time proved her vision. Yes, he is stronger than me without realizing it. Emperor Guxu sighed. This is the difference in talent. I just have more clones. Luo Fenglian said. Clone technique is a powerful method. Wu Xin God King said from the side, I, Guxu, if I, Guxu, have several powerful clones, and each powerful clone can maintain the strength of the original body. The deterrent power is naturally different. The two ancient countries wouldn't dare to push too hard. Yes, if they are strong and domineering at Luo He's level, the two ancient countries will not attack easily. The Black Fire Demon Lord also said. The members of Samsara building, except for the Yunshan God King, who is still in the first level of the God King. The other five are the Lord of Freedom, the Lord of Black Fire, the King of Tiandu, the Emperor of Guxu, and the King of Wuxia. The peak of the second level of the God King. But they don't have the ability to resist the Emperor and the Monarch head-on. Like the Time and Space Guzhou, Boat Master, Pu Xin and the God King Luohe, who are recognized by the outside world, although their explosive strength is at the peak of the second level of the God King. But they have the strength to face the Emperor. The Boat Master is the one with the highest achievement in the time path. He stands there and allows the Emperor and the Monarch to attack. Even if his present body is annihilated, his future body and past body will not be destroyed, and is able to repair the present body. The boat owner has a grudge against the Lord of the Wanji Kingdom, and the Lord of the Wanji Kingdom is helpless. Pu Xin is even more mysterious. He appears several times in a spiritual body. Only soul type and mind will methods can harm him, and even emperors and monarchs can't do anything to him. Luo Feng has many clones, and each clone is thick-skinned. It feels that the physical body is more powerful than many God King second-level chaotic source bloodline creatures, and it is comparable to a lord of the Legion of Destruction. One clone would give both the emperor and the monarch a headache, not to mention that the number of Luo Feng's clones was uncertain. The powerful survivability of Joju, Boat Master, Hu Xin and Luo He is indeed the envy of other peak God Kings in the second level of the God King. One clone of Luo He is comparable to one Lord of the Legion of Destruction. If 7 or 8 clones join forces, wouldn't it be comparable to the entire Legion of Destruction? Lord Zizi exclaimed. This is the power of cultivating multiple paths at the same time. The Earth God King said, Luo He cultivates the 3 paths. Tao of life, matter, and destruction, and each path reaches the second level of the God King. They complement with each other, and the natural means are powerful. He is the only person in the entire origin continent who has become a God King on all 3 paths at the second level. We who practice the same path are indeed much worse, the Black Fire Demon Lord said with emotion. It's a path. If you reach the ultimate realm, you will be awesome. The God King Wu Xin smiled. It's useless to ask for help. God Kings generally focus on one path, and the more paths they pursue, the more difficult it becomes. Being who are able to reach the second level of the God King on both paths is already a handful in the origin continent. 3 paths, all leading to the second level of the God King. In present there is none. Luo Feng indeed cultivates 3 paths, namely life, destruction and birth and death. But on the path of life and death, he has not yet reached the second level of the God King. At the party, everyone was chatting. God King Yunshan is the weakest one present, and she is also eager to break through. With the specialness of her Xuanhuan bloodline, if she can reach the second level of God King, her intimidation power will immediately increase to a terrifying level. When can I reach the second level of the God King? The other 8 members of Samsara building are all at the second level of the God King. God King Yuntian thought. Brother Blackfire, is there any way to get a corpse with complete Xuanhuan bloodline in the second level of the God King? Luo Feng asked the Black Fire Demon Lord. A complete corpse? The Black Fire Demon Lord looked at Luo Feng. This is difficult. Even the ancient Thunder Kingdom usually only sells out the refined chaotic source bloodline. At most, they sell some mutilated corpses. Because chaotic source bloodline is only extracted occasionally, there are very few mutilated corpses that can be sold. We have to wait for the right opportunity. The Black Fire Demon Lord said. As for the complete corpse, I haven't heard of any for sale. Luo Feng nodded his head. There are too many uses for intact corpses. The Black Fire Lord said. For example, they can be refined into powerful puppets, such as feeding world beasts, such as using them to seize bodies. It poses a great threat to the 2 ancient countries. If anyone fights with them, the 2 ancient countries will definitely investigate the transaction and find out the reason for the purchase. Luo Feng understood. The mutilated corpse is the small amount left after refining the blood. You need to wait for the opportunity, and it may take a long time to gather enough quantity for Morosa to transform into the ultimate state. The complete body will involve too much risk. It's not easy for Morosa to reach the ultimate breakthrough. Luo Feng secretly sighed. If it were just to absorb the energy of the world, pure energy, it would take endless years. Maybe it's because a peak world beasts already exist in Origin Continent. The two ancient countries are also very cautious in this regard. The Black Fire Demon Lord looked at Luo Feng. With Luo He's strength, he still needs the complete corpse of Xuanhuan bloodline. There is nothing we can do about the corpses with intact Xuanhuan bloodline in the second level of the God King. The Black Fire Demon Lord said quietly. But there is still a way to deal with the more powerful corpses with mutilated Xuanhuan bloodline, or even the mutilated corpses with Xuanhuan life that jumped out of the cage. Luo Feng was shocked. What way? Luo Feng couldn't believe it. 3 alien races. The Black Fire Demon Lord said quietly. The two ancient countries have cultivated a large number of chaotic source bloodline creatures. They are the chaotic source life bloodline brought back by the two ancestors from the outside world. The 3 powerful alien races can also bring in some remains of Xuanhuan life. End of chapter. Subscribe, MTL World
at Mountalworld 1 YouTube channel. Chapter 228, The Old Devil of Time and Space. 7th of Volume 6. Blank. Whatever the two ancient nations can bring out, the 3 alien races can bring out. The Black Fire Demon Lord transmitted the message. However, the 3 alien races need to be sent over from other source worlds, and the transportation cost is very high. So the 3 alien races brought over some extremely precious treasures, such as a small amount of remains of Xuanhuan life, secret treasures beyond the God King level, inheritance beyond the ultimate realm, corpses of Xuanhuan bloodline creatures with ultimate realm strength, and even refined, ultimate realm, Xuanhuan bloodline. On the contrary, less valuable treasures such as corpses of Xuanhuan bloodline in the second level of the God King, etc., which are of low value, will not be brought over. The Black Fire Demon Lord sent a message. Luo Feng understood. Shipping costs are high, so of course you bring some of high value. Those 3 foreigners have a lot of treasures, but the prerequisite is that they must be exchanged at equal value. The Black Fire Lord said. They have a very high vision, and the treasures that attract him usually come from the treasure land left by Yuan. This time you can match the Dark Sky Lord of the Legion of Destruction with just 1 clone. I believe those 3 aliens will notice you and contact you one by one in the near future. Their strength has been completely suppressed in the Origin Continent. So they need our help after all, they need us to hunt for treasure. The Black Fire Demon Lord looked at Luo Feng. You are powerful and have many clones. They will definitely contact you. Luo Feng nodded slightly. When the time comes, try your best to bargain. Shop around and see who offers the most benefits. The Black Fire Lord smiled and said. Don't worry about face when dealing with aliens. Just see who offers the most benefits. This time, the Reincarnation building party was held. Luo Feng also gained knowledge. Although his strength has become stronger, his knowledge is still lacking. The Black Fire Lord leads the largest resistance force in the ancient Thunder Kingdom and has been rooted for countless years. He indeed knows much more intelligence information. In Huyang City, a middle-aged man dressed casually walked into the City Lord's mansion in 1 step. The formations of the City Lord's mansion and Luo Feng's world power seemed to be a joke, and they could not stop him at all. Huh? Luo Feng appeared out of thin air in a pavilion of the City Lord's mansion and looked at the middle-aged man. I clearly saw him, but the formation and the power of the world couldn't stop him. Luo Feng noticed the huge gap in realm. The middle-aged man looked over with a smile and took a step to reach the pavilion. Old Demon of Time and Space. Luo Feng recognized the other party. The Old Devil of Time and Space, built a time and space boat. He has many different appearances, as a child, a middle-aged man, and an old man. On the contrary, the Lord of the Palace of Two Worlds and the Lord of Wanfa Hall are fixed images. The Old Devil of Time and Space is unscrupulous in his actions, and the two ancient countries are most afraid of him. Out of the three alien forces, Luo Feng is more willing to deal with Wan for Luzhu, because the reputation of the other two is relatively poor. You native practitioners of the continent of origin, I have said many times, you can just call me the Emperor of Time and Space, but you must call me the Old Demon of Time and Space. The middle-aged man said with a smile, of course I don't care about you either. Old Demon of Time and Space, why did you come to me? Luo Feng looked at the other party. Good thing, great thing. The middle-aged man sat down leisurely, took out the flask and glass, and poured wine on his own initiative. Come on, have a drink, I brought good wine from the mainland from other places. Luo Feng also sat down without drinking. You don't have the guts to drink such a good wine. The middle-aged man drank a drink before saying, I know that you are a disciple of the Emperor of the Yanfeng ancient kingdom, and you must be wary of foreign races like us. Actually, there is no need. The three of us foreign races and the ancestors of the two countries are direct competitors. That's why they targeted the three of us. The time and space demon looked at Luo Feng. Luo Feng didn't speak, just listened. I'm here to find you. I don't need you to join the time and space ship. The time and space old demon smiled, I just need a fair deal with you. Oh? Luo Feng looked at the other party and asked. What kind of deal? There are 4 kinds of treasures in the origin continent in which I am interested. The time and space old demon said. These are also the 4 kinds of treasures that other foreign races and the ancestors of the two countries care about. Luo Feng listened. The first type is the secret technique left behind by the Yuan. The time and space old demon looked at Luo Feng. Only secret techniques? Luo Feng was surprised. The value of the great Dao inheritance is of course higher. However, the perfect level inheritance and the special level inheritance can only reach the ultimate level of the God King at most. Higher ones are simply not available, the old devil of time and space said. But some of the powerful secret technique is still spread. Of course it must be the secret treasure left by Yuan himself, which is beyond the level of God King. Luo Feng understands. Li Yuan Shu falls into this category, which only has some characteristics of original techniques. It is not a great inheritance. Most of the secret techniques and secret treasures left by the Yuan are expected to be obtained. But generally they cannot be passed on to others. The old devil of time and space looked at Luo Feng. I need something that can be passed on to me. A copy of the secret technique can at least be exchanged for a complete set of, beyond the God King level, secret treasures. The specific value is determined according to the secret technique. The old devil of time and space said. A complete set? Luo Feng said. I can give you everything you can think of. The old devil of time and space said. The second type is the remains of a special life. The old devil of time and space said. In the entire origin continent, only the dark areas of the treasure land, dream realm, and the deepest part of the Tianju realm contain special life remains. This one special life remnant is worth at least a set of secret treasures beyond the God King level. Of course, a copy of the secret technique or a special life remnant can be exchanged for anything else you want. The old devil of time and space smiled and said. I can even exchange parts of the corpses of low-level Hunyuan beings that jumped out of the cage with you. Low-level Hunyuan life? Luo Feng was confused. The Hunyuan beings who jump out of the cage are also divided into levels. The low-level Hunyuan beings refer to those with lower intelligence. Their intelligence is equivalent to the true gods of the origin continent. Their intelligence is too low to tap the potential of their bloodline. Although they are born and jumped out of caged world, they aren't as powerful as me, said the time and space old demon. The third type is a natural secret treasure. I don't look down on ordinary secret treasures. I can easily refine a secret treasure that surpasses the God King level. The old devil of time and space looked at Luo Feng. What I want is, in the dream realm. It is a secret treasure that was born naturally. Because it was born naturally, it is also quite mysterious. There are also secret treasures naturally bred deep in the Tianju realm. Each natural secret treasure has a high or low value. The lower value is equivalent to a transcendent God King level secret treasure. The higher value is comparable to a special piece of life remains. The fourth type is a rare treasures. Among the many treasures in the continent where you originated, there are some rare treasures worth about 1 billion credit. I also need these rare treasures that are worth more than 1 billion credit. The old devil of time and space said. It's the same exchange of equal value. Luo Feng was shocked. Qianhe, Dream Realm, Tianju Realm and other treasure places all have rare treasures. But a rare treasure is worth more than 1 billion in credit. Those are legendary treasures, and Luo Feng has never seen them before. No force would be willing to spare such rare treasures. If you get these 4 treasures, you can exchange them with me. The treasures you exchange are all easy to talk about. The old devil of time and space smiled and said, you can also compare the prices with the master of Wanfa and the master of the Two Worlds Palace to see whose conditions are better. I never force a transaction, haha. The power of my tricks cannot break through the limits of the Chaos Realm, and I am not qualified to force you. The old devil of time and space said. On the contrary, if it is the ancestors of the 2 countries. Once you get a treasure that is too precious, the ancestors of the 2 countries will take action and seize the treasure directly. Luo Feng nodded. Don't be influenced by the 2 ancient countries and have too much hostility towards us. The old demon of time and space said. We are also practitioners, it's just come from other origin worlds. Speaking of which, I am a little envious of you. The old devil of time and space looked at Luo Feng. Your origin world is under the care of Yuan, and Yuan has left you a teleportation channel. As long as you reach the ultimate realm life form, you can resist the pressure of the teleportation channel and go to the outside world to explore. Transmission channel? Only life forms in the ultimate realm can pass through? Luo Feng's thought. My hometown is different. My hometown, the origin world, does not have teleportation channels. The old devil of time and space lamented. I have experienced 3 reincarnation eras in the origin world before I figured out the method of breaking through the cage world and teleportation. I was able to clone myself, and went to other source worlds and used the teleportation channels of other source worlds to venture into a wider world. I have also met the ancestors of the 2 countries where you originated from. They are life and death friends. They have struggled and experienced together. I have also had conflicts with them. Haha. We are all groping in the dark and often face challenges and terrible crisis. The old demon of time and space looked at Luo Feng. Maybe one day he will die completely. The time and space old demon looked at Luo Feng. I came to the origin continent just to find more opportunities and improve my strength to survive in the face of crisis. Maybe we will meet each other in the future when you leave the continent of origin. So there is really no need to distinguish between native and foreign races. I understand. Luo Feng nodded. I'm very optimistic about you. The time and space old demon said. With your potential, you will definitely leave the origin continent and venture into a broader world. If you want to find me, just use the causal sound transmission. The time and space old demon said. Just say hello and I will come right away. Luo Feng nodded. He did perceive a vague cause and effect, the cause and effect between himself and the old devil of time and space. But this line of cause and effect is too vague. I can use it to transmit sounds, but I don't know where the line of cause and effect leads. As soon as the old nightmare of time and space took a step, he had already reached the horizon and disappeared completely. Outside the origin world, Luo Feng whispered to himself. The origin world, the hometown of the time and space demon, does not even have a teleportation channel. It is very different from the origin world. Dream Realm. Luo Feng has always had a clone in the Dream Realm. Since the breakthrough of spiritual wool, the clone in the Dream Realm has also begun to absorb energy with all its strength. The environment of the Dream Realm is special and the energy is very large. It is easier to absorb, but it is still not as fast as the small universe in supplying energy. The current avatar in the Dream Realm has an energy reserve of about 5% of the real body of the world's life forms. Listen to what the old devil of time and space said. The Dream Realm and the Tianju Realm are the most special. Special life remnants and natural secret treasures are only produced in these 2 treasure places. Luo Feng realized the specialness of these 2 places. Special life remnants can only be found in the dark area of the Dream Realm. Only when the spiritual will exceeds the God King level can one barely enter the dark area. The difficulty of exploration far exceeds the Tianju Realm. The environment of the Dream Realm is much harsher, let alone the dark area. In the deep area alone, many emperors and monarchs dare not enter. because once inside, they may lose control. On the contrary, the environment in Tianju realm is much safer, and emperors and monarchs can perform better. They can even completely sealed off the Tianju realm. I haven't been to the dark area of Dream Realm. Luo Feng thought, and immediately sent a weak clone to head towards the dark area of Dream Realm. Dream Realm is divided into outer area, middle area, and deep area. The powerful people in the origin continent mainly hunt for treasures in the middle area. It is rare to find one in the dark area. Blank. End of chapter. Subscribe, MTL World, at Mountal World 1, YouTube channel. Subscribe, MTL World, at Mountal World 1, YouTube channel. Chapter 229, Dream Realm, Dark Area. 8th of Volume 6. Blank. Luo Feng's clone is usually in the outer layer of the Dream Realm, where the influence on the mind and will is the weakest. At this moment, a weak clone was exploring the way ahead, and another powerful clone was following behind. This powerful clone has 1% of the energy reserve of the real body of the world life form. Ha! Luo Feng's two clones hurried quietly, passing through independent spaces, and finally arrived at the deep area of the Dream Realm. In the depths of the Dream Realm, Luo Feng was also more careful. In the long years before, Luo Feng had already tried to enter in the depths of the Dream Realm. Every ordinary creature here has the strength of the Gixu Emperor, even some of the leaders are at the Emperor level, and there are dangers everywhere. Huh? Master Wanfa also came to see me? Luo Feng was startled, and he temporarily stopped moving forward. The battle for the territory of the Food Kingdom completely proved Luo Feng's strength. Although there are many powerful people in the origin continent, Luo Feng's revealed strength is already one of the strongest below the Emperor level. After the time and space old demon, the master of Wanfa also came to see Luo Feng in person and offered similar conditions. The Lord of Wanfa is indeed as rumors. He is quite friendly to local practitioners like us. Luo Feng thought. Among the three aliens, the palace masters of the two realms are domineering, the old devil of time and space is unscrupulous, and the Lord of Wanfa is kind and merciful. The owner of Wanfa Hall is even willing to teach many god kings how to practice. Out of the four treasures, the first two are the most important to them, special life remains and secret techniques. After Luo Feng finished chatting with the master of Wanfa, the clone in the Dream Realm continued to move forward. Special life remains, only found in two places. The dark area of the Dream Realm, the deepest part of the Tianju realm. The Tianju realm is completely blocked, so to find the remains of special life, the only possibility is the dark area of the Dream Realm. The two ancient countries had completely blocked Tianju realm with all their strength, and Luo Feng has no confidence to fight against the two ancient countries on his own. Blocking the Tianju realm should be a joint decision made by the ancestors of the two ancient countries. After a long time, Luo Feng finally reached the end of the deep Dream Realm. There is a dark area ahead. Luo Feng looked at the darkness ahead, and only his spiritual consciousness could penetrate and peer into it. Go in, he thought. The weak clone entered first and the powerful clone waited for a while before following. In the dark area, there is an invisible and terrifying force that envelopes Luo Feng's mind and will, constantly dragging his mind and will. Once he is unable to resist it, he will completely fall into a dream and fall asleep. I need to devote about 50% to 60% of my mental energy to resist the influence of the dark area. Luo Feng thought. The surrounding darkness was extremely heavy. Even Luo Feng's spiritual consciousness, which surpassed the God King level, could only peer into the surrounding area of tens of thousands of kilometers. Peeved. The weak clone exploring the road ahead suddenly a light flashed and penetrated the weak clone. Luo Feng's weak clone was annihilated in an instant. However, with the super vitality of the 24-phase world life form, it recovered from nothingness. But just as it recovered a little, a flash of light annihilated Luo Feng's weak clone again. I saw it. When Luo Feng's weak clone recovered, he could clearly see the appearance of the light. It was a weapon like a silver shuttle. It's just that it was too fast. It was within tens of thousands kilometers of Luo Feng's spying range. With just a flash of light, Luo Feng was bound to be attacked. That silver shuttle-like weapon attacked twice and my weak clone was completely gone? Luo Feng was very surprised. Although my weak clone has very little energy, it is still a 24-phase life form. And it is not much different compared with the powerful clones of Shifang world form. Even when the Emperor attacks, it should be able to resist 2 or 3 moves. Luo Feng continued to move forward cautiously. He did not create any weak clones. After all, if he encounters an enemy within a range of tens of thousands of kilometers, he would definitely be attacked. In the dark area, during Luo Feng's exploration, the earth was made of black strange metal with countless secret patterns. Walking on this black metal land, Luo Feng was also looking for the remnants of special life. Luo Feng suddenly became excited. The boundary of the tens of thousands of kilometers that the mind and will observed suddenly flashed with light, and the light penetrated Luo Feng's body. This speed was so fast that Luo Feng had no time to respond in any other way. However, this clone contains 1% of the energy reserve, which is equivalent to 30% of the perfect divine body reserve. Although this ray of light penetrated Luo Feng's body, his body quickly recovered. One blow, annihilating about 1/10,000th of my energy reserve? Luo Feng thought, and his robe spread out into a large number of rivers, turning into a mighty silver river. The Milky Way is vast, covering the surroundings. Luo Feng stood in the center of the Milky Way. Phew! There was a flash of silver light, and it struck from outside the boundary of Luo Feng's observation range. In a flash, it penetrated the obstacles of the vast galaxy, penetrated Luo Feng's body, and then flew out from the other end of the observation boundary. I can't resist, I can't entangle, I can only be beaten. Luo Feng noticed the gap. It's too fast, the moment it's about to strike, time is suspended. This silver light is at the moment when time is suspended, running through tens of thousands of kilometers. It can even influence the rules of the surrounding world. I can't stop it even after blocking it with a strong body. Luo Feng was helpless for a moment. The native creatures in the dream realm are not afraid of all mental and will attacks. Luo Feng's mental and will attacks have no effect on the silver shuttle at all. Before he could even start his most powerful, mass extinction style, the opponent's light flashed and he had already moved from one end of the observation boundary to the other. Luo Feng couldn't even lock on to the target. How to fight? Luo Feng was a little confused. The moves of this silver shuttle seemed simple, but it only takes one move to go back and forth. But it is more terrifying than most emperors. Fortunately, my body's recovery ability is very strong. Luo Feng thought. Each time 1/10,000th of the energy reserve was annihilated, but each newly annihilated energy was quickly integrated and restored, and most of it was restored. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Suddenly 6 rays of light flashed and instantly penetrated the range that Luo Feng penetrated. Moreover, this time the silver shuttle creatures did not stop during their attack, but kept shuttling back and forth, strangulating crazily. 6 silver shuttle creatures? Luo Feng's expression changed, and he turned around and ran away without hesitation. But in terms of speed, he was far inferior to this strange silver shuttle creature. Luo Feng only flew out for more than 10 breaths. The 6 silver shuttle creatures frantically besieged and strangled him more than 20,000 times. Luo Feng narrowly escaped from the dark area and returned to the deep area. The 6 silver shuttle creatures did not pursue him anymore. This clone of mine still has 1/3 of its energy reserve left. Luo Feng was a little scared. He really cares about energy reserves. Because even if the small universe absorbs energy with all its strength, it will probably only absorb the energy reserves of a perfect god body in 1 century. The energy lost this time will take about 2/10ths of a century to recover. This is also the reason why Luo Feng does not use his true body easily. The dreamland is such a harsh environment. The more powerful the clone, the greater the cost of dying. Emperors and monarchs like those without clones dare not enter Treasure Realm with too dangerous environment. In the dark area, I encountered 6 silver shuttle creatures as soon as I entered. Each silver shuttle creature must have the strength of an emperor, Luo Feng thought. The 6 silver shuttle joined forces to besiege him crazily. Even if they didn't understand the formation, they were still very scary. Try another entrance, Luo Feng thought for a moment. Immediately, this powerful clone began to return, replenishing its energy first. After that, a powerful clone with 1% energy reserve entered the dark area from another place in the deep area of the Dream Realm. Just for a moment. Luo Feng's powerful clone failed to escape this time. The creature in the dark area I encountered this time was too strong. It was much more powerful than the previous silver shuttle creature. Luo Feng was a little trembling. It was a very huge flame-burning creature with a black metal body. The huge creature was so big that Luo Feng could only see part of its head within a range of tens of thousands of kilometers. It swooped down and Luo Feng had no way to escape. Its collision and claws tore apart. Luo Feng was only severely injured. But when it swallowed Luo Feng in one gulp, the strangulation in its body was annihilated, and Luo Feng's clone was completely gone after only a few breaths in its body. After being swallowed by it, it was as if I had entered a huge cage with no way to escape. I could only wait for death. This has exceeded the strength of a normal emperor or monarch. Luo Feng was speechless. Luo Feng went in twice. Once, he encountered 6 silver shuttle creatures, each of which was at the emperor level. Second, he encountered a dark flame creature, but it was much stronger than the 6 silver shuttle creatures combined. How to explore dark areas? There is no way to explore. Luo Feng understood that even if his true form came in and encountered a dark flame creature, he would still lose most of his energy reserves. My strength is still not enough. The only move that can barely be counted as an ultimate level move is the mass extinction style. As for the powerful secret treasure, I don't dare to bring it out. The power purely based on the physical body is not as good as that of the original creature, and it is even worse in other aspects. I have to comprehend more tricks. Only when I have more tricks in the ultimate realm, and I'm more comprehensive in many aspects such as movement, defense, and field, can I be qualified to explore the dark area. Luo Feng suddenly felt confused as he thought about it. Since these 3 major alien races know that there are special life remnants in the dark area, it means that there should be strong people who have obtained special life remnants from the dark area. At this moment, Luo Feng also knew that there are people outside the world. Even in the origin continent, there are still those who are stronger than myself. Luo Feng thought. With my current strength, if I go to the dark area, I will die. I'd better explore the deep area. There should be much more treasures in the deep area than in the middle area. The value of the special life debris in the dark area is ridiculously high, but I don't have the ability for the time being. Then lower the goal and explore the deep area first. After all, the strong men of the origin continent mainly explore the middle area. Some rare treasures can be worth tens of millions of credits. The value of the rare treasures in the deep area is even higher. Maybe you can get the rare treasures worth more than 1 billion credits. The rare treasures worth more than 1 billion credits are also what the 3 major alien races and the 2 ancestors long for. With such rare treasures, you should be able to exchange for what you need. Dark area. One day, I will come to explore your reality. Luo Feng's clone in the dream realm began to carefully explore the deep area. The danger level in deep areas has obviously dropped sharply. Most of the creatures here are at the Gixu Emperor level. Even if the leaders are more powerful, they are still at the Emperor level, and they still takes action alone. Luo Feng's powerful clone can also escape. Of course, if you encounter a group that is too powerful or a leader that is too terrifying, you will still be in danger of being annihilated. In the following days, Luo Feng occasionally explored the deep areas of the dream realm, mainly practicing. Because exploring the dream realm is also risky. Once the body dies, he loses a 1% energy reserve clone. He needs to practice slowly to recover. Naturally, he has to control the number of explorations. And he also needs to make the real body bigger and bigger. The small universe absorbs energy faster, of course, it must be faster than the dream domain exploration consumption speed. Every time Luo Feng harvests treasures in the Dream Realm, they are sent to the outer clone for storage. When the Samsara building team comes to the Dream Realm, Luo Feng will also take the opportunity to send powerful clones in. When the team left the Dream Realm, they also took out the treasures they had accumulated. Blank. End of chapter. Subscribe, MTL World, at Mountal World 1, YouTube.